Hey to YouTube, this is Jeff aka 101 Bronson back again with the next installment of the 007 collecting series. In this episode we are taking a look at all the action figures that I have. Now they're all 1/6 scale figures, most of them by Sideshow. I have one Big Chief Studios figure at the moment. I'm sort of trying to build an entire sort of collection. Action figures really are my kryptonite, especially these Bond ones, the 1/6 scale one. They're probably the only figures. Yeah, they are. They are the only 1/6 scale figures. I know 1/6 scale is the most popular sort of scale of figure collecting for people out there that collect them. I usually prefer the NECA, you know, the 7-inch. No, wait, is it? 6-inch. No. Anyway, the smaller NECA figures. That's usually what I like to collect. However, for Bond, I make an exception. I collect the 1/6 ones. From back in the day from Sideshow, which were released in the early 2000s, and Big Chief Studios, who currently have the license, and I just really hope that they're going to step up their game and release the figures more. Well, just release them, because we've been waiting for, I think, 3 years on the new set that they're doing based on Dr. No. So anyway, let's go in and take a look at the figures. Here we go. Alright, so here we go with the James Bond action figures from Sideshow and Big Chief Studios. Now, I recorded this a couple of times, but to be quite honest, I just kept getting new figures and new figures, so I had to do update versions. I just wanted to wait until all orders that I had came to me. Now, there's still figures that I want, but I will do them in updates. But anyway, we just go. Actually, I never counted how much I have at this moment, so we'll quickly do a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright, so we'll go left to right here on the first row, starting off with the one, the only, the iconic Sean Connery, James Bond from Dr. No, and his iconic appearance in the tuxedo. Got him in a classic pose, which is actually silhouetted on the stands of these figures. Yeah, what more can you say? That figure from Big Chief Studios right over there definitely is a much better painted and sculpted head. But this one, for the early 2000s, is when this came out, 2002, for the 40th anniversary. I think it's a fantastic head sculpt. There's no denying it's Sean Connery. Then we have the successor, the first successor of many of 5 other actors, of course, up until this point. George Lazenby from On Her Majesty's Secret Service, my favorite Bond film. Now, captured here in his ski suit slash winter suit with gloves on, and he's got actually a turtleneck shirt underneath, which you obviously can't see because of this I guess jacket. It's supposed to be a jacket anyway, but has a machine gun slung over his shoulder right there on his back, and slight little paint mishap on the side of his face, but like I said, it's minor. You usually are going to be looking at it like this. So yeah, really good figure again for the early 2000s. This one was made a little later. This is the mid 2000s. This is the James Bond Legacy Roger Moore figure, which the Legacy line is what Sideshow sort of rounded up their line of Bond figures with. These are the last ones they did, 2006. So right before Casino Royale. Now, nobody ever made a official Daniel Craig figure, which is really a shame. But yeah, that's Roger Moore. These Legacy figures come with a poker chip stating their name and the actor's name, and those cards are from the Big Chief Studios Solitaire right there, which we are gonna get to in a minute. Next up, actually, let's show one of his accessories first. The camera gun and the case for it from License to Kill. You can actually assemble that yourself, and yeah, assemble it and tear it apart and everything. But yeah, Timothy Dalton, License to Kill, fantastic head sculpt in my opinion. I think this is as good as this Roger Moore head sculpt is. I think this one really captures Timothy Dalton very well. The suit looks great, the tuxedo. One sort of nitpick I would have with the head sculpt with this figure is the eyebrows. I think they're a little too thick. He did have quite thick eyebrows, but I think it's a little overdone with this one. But really, other than that, this looks fantastic. Timothy Dalton there from License to Kill. Then we have Pierce Brosnan, and this is a figure from the Diner Day line. Not a good film, but of course it is Pierce in his tuxedo, so I had to have it. It's an okay sculpt, it's not the best. I think it's actually the lesser one of all the main Bond actors that they did. But there you go, Pierce Brosnan, James Bond, Diner Day, Walther P99, which is accurate, which is the gun he was using, which Bond was using at that time. And he does come with a shoulder also, just haven't put it on him yet. Still plan to. And then anyway, we have a female figure from his era, Bond girl, Wei Lin, played by Michelle Yeoh from Tomorrow Never Dies. I got her in a very cool pose, dual wielding two assault rifles, submachine guns, whatever you want to call them. And what's cool about this figure is he actually has rooted hair. Now what that means is it's actual sort of strands of hair. You can actually mess around with it and sort of put it in styles and everything, which is very cool. Now obviously because the Flash is looking a little too okay, there we go. I think there are these the right amount of, okay, well I got a big LED light on her, so she looks a little pale. She doesn't look this pale in hand, but it's a good figure. It's not the best of the female figures they did. Of course, you can see one in the background there. We're gonna get to that. Another figure from the Brosnan era, Alec Trevelyan, played by Sean Bean, and GoldenEye, holding a AK-47 with a folding stock. Great figure in my opinion. It's not the best head sculpt, and this, by the way, is an exclusive version. It comes with 2 head sculpts, so I don't have the head sculpt at the moment, but if I ever do reviews of these in depth, yeah, I will of course show you everything. So there we have behind, we have Sean Connery from Thunderball, obviously, with very cool there, the scuba gear and the air tanks and the Q gadget is, you know, in the film obviously he shoots rockets from it and stuff like that. He has a spear gun, very cool done. He has a watch on, there's a knife strapped to his leg, the swimming, what do you call it, flippers. A very cool figure. Then we have, see if I can get close enough, Halle Berry from Diner Day as Jinx. Now, not my favorite film, not my favorite character, but I do like Halle Berry. And the figure actually came very cheap. She actually has, I don't know if you guys can pick it up, she actually has a couple of knives in her belt there. I think it's around 6 of them. Very cool. Then we have an iconic villain, Telly Savalas as Blofeld. As you guys can see, there's a little bit of a paint chip on his nose, but really it's minor for me. Very cool. The chair he's sitting in is actually from the Big Chief Studio Solitaire. We're gonna get to that in a second. So yeah, iconic villain, Telly Savalas right there. Moving that over to yet another iconic villain. So you guys can see he's obviously the tallest figure in this whole lineup. Obviously that they kept that real. Jaws, played by Richard Kiel from Moonraker. And I think it's a great sculpt. He comes with a parachute. The outfit is very true to the film. Try to get it up close, but I think you guys have an impression. Another cool villain. Very hard to find this figure. I was able to find it for a good price. I'm always scouring eBay for these figures, and whenever I see one and the money is right and everything is right, I buy them instantly. This is Julius Harris as Tee-Hee from Live and Let Die. Very cool head sculpt. You guys can see he has the sunglasses on. Obviously he has the hook, and he has a chicken leg right there. Cool 70s red blazer. He also came with that mini crocodile right over there. Hope you guys can see that. And keeping it Live and Let Die, a 2-for-1. One Sideshow, one Big Chief Studios. We have Jane Seymour as Solitaire from Big Chief Studios, and James Bond right there from Sideshow. I got him in a sort of poster, almost about to kiss. I figure Roger Moore's more of a lover than a fighter. his Bond, so I sort of got sort of try to capture that with these two figures, you know, being in love and everything. She has a very cool outfit. I love the details that Big Chief Studios put in her dress. The shoes are actually, the top portion there is actually velvet. There's also some velvet in the dress right over there. And yeah, these figures just go hand in hand for me. As soon as I got the solitaire, I was like, she comes with a chair and she comes with a table, but I really have to pose her with the Bond from that film, which Big Chief Studios did put out this guy themselves. But I was like, should I really buy the figure for basically an improved head sculpt? Because the outfit is 100% almost the same, just slightly higher end, I would say. But really, I couldn't justify upgrading that one for myself. And then the last two, another combo from, you know, that I put together of Big Chief, and try to sort of, let me actually move this out so we can focus a bit more. Another combo that I put together of a Big Chief Studios figure and a Sideshow figure. That Connery Big Chief Studios figure is fantastic. Look at that head sculpt. That is a great head sculpt. That's the essence of Sean Connery. I think they captured it perfectly. He's got the iconic three-piece gray suit with a knitted tie, as you guys can see. He's got a mint julep in his hand. He's got a cool stand that actually lights up. Now it's probably, I don't think it works. I don't think I have it turned on. Okay, if you have it turned on, you just have to rub the side and the sort of the plaque here, it lights up, which is a cool touch. This Sideshow Pussy Galore figure, Arnold Blackman, I think it's the best of the female figures that they did. I really am pleased with that figure, and she has a very cool sparkly velvet sort of feeling outfit, which is cool. So yeah, those are my James Bond action figures, like I said, from Big Chief Studios and Sideshow Collectibles. Very cool. I do hope you guys enjoyed seeing this. If you want to see some reviews, now I can actually recommend a guy who's doing reviews of these, and he's doing some other great fantastic action figure reviews. I'm gonna leave the link. I'm gonna put his name up screen. His YouTube name is Ode to Toy, with, you know, as you guys can see on the screen, that's ODE number 2 and then Toy. A great collector, great movie fan as well. He likes he collects from the stuff that he likes, like X-Files and Terminator, James Bond, you name it. And he does some really cool, in-depth, short and to the point reviews of these figures. He's done most of the figures that I have. I don't think he has the Teehee one. I don't think he has any of the Big Chief, but he's done, especially the Sideshow ones, he's done a lot of reviews. I'm hoping he's gonna come with a couple of more. Because I really like his style, his way of doing it. So yeah, definitely check out Ode to Toy if you want to see some in-depth reviews of the Sideshow figures. He has a great one featuring Jaws and Bond from Moonraker as well, Bond in the spacesuit, which is a figure I don't have. He also has done Scaramanga, Lee Van Cleef, listen to me, Christopher Lee is what I meant to say, from The Man with the Golden Gun. He also did Sanchez from License to Kill, which I'm still planning to get, because he would go hand in hand with this one, obviously. But yeah, he's done some great ones. Check him out, show him some love if you guys love seeing these toys slash action figures slash collectibles. He's a great reviewer, he's a great collector of these things, so definitely look him up, check out some of his videos, and yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed seeing this. Again, if I get more of these figures, I will definitely do updates. I plan to do reviews because I've barely seen any reviews of the diving Sean Connery there. He's a rare one in the line. TE as well, and I definitely want to do reviews on the Big Chief ones. So look forward to some couple of action figure reviews coming on my channel of these figures, which I'm really looking forward to doing. Bond is a big passion of me, as you can obviously see. Anything Bond that I can buy that's affordable, I'm always gonna pull the trigger on it. As you guys can see, there's also a little bit of Bond stuff in the background right there. These will be featured in a different collection series, obviously in the Rocky series, which I'm planning on doing after the Bond series, the Bond collecting series that is. So a little tease, stay tuned for that coming up in a different video series. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and comment. And if you're new to the channel, and if you really like the content, please consider subscribing. There's a lot more content like this coming up, like I said. And with that being said, have a great day, everyone, wherever you are out there in the world. Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see each other real soon.